guys, and welcome to Planet Mars. As you can tell by the background, I'm back at my parents' place for the holidays. And today I'm going to be telling you what my top 10 favorite albums of 2018 are. This video might be a little bit on the long side, so let's jump right into the list. At number 10, I have 28 Days in the Valley by Dorothy. I really like the classic rock, bluesy feel throughout the album. I definitely think that it's unique, and if you're a fan of Greta Van Fleet, then I definitely think you would love Dorothy and 28 Days in the Valley. I think that Dorothy kind of reminds me of a modern day Janis Joplin, and I rated this album a 3.75 out of 5 stars, and my favorite songs off this were Flawless and Black Tar and Nicotine. At number 9, I have Dispose by The Plotting You. Earlier this year, I rated it 4 stars, but I did drop my rating down to 3.75 out of 5 stars. And that is only because I didn't go back to it as much as I thought I would. But regardless, it is still a fantastic album that that shows a great transition from metalcore to this more alternative rock, somewhat emo sound. I definitely think that old school The Plotting You fans will like this new material, and there will be a lot more new fans discovering The Plotting You because of this release. My favorite song off of this album was The One That You Loved. Number 8 is Dark Skies by Fit for a King. Originally, the spot was going to go to Violent Noise by The Word Alive, but that actually ended up being one of my more disappointed albums of 2018. I just think that Fit for a King really shined with this album. I came back to it so many times this year, and it's just great front to back. I think that there isn't really like a dull moment on this album, and I would rate it like a 3.75, maybe a 4 out of 5 stars. And my favorite song of this was The Anthem of the Defeated. At number 7, I have Trench by 21 Pilots. It was a great comeback. They haven't done much since Blurry Face and all the touring they did in 2016, but they very much deserved that break. They did deserve that break, okay? I definitely think this was one more of 21 Pilots' more rockier albums compared to Blurry Face or Vessels or Regional at Best or Self-Titled. I definitely found myself moving and grooving to these songs, and I rated this one a 4 out of 5 stars. And my favorite song off of this was Chlorine. Number 6 is Vicious by Hailstorm. They said they weren't going to write this album for a specific person, which they totally did not. You can tell that this album was written 110% for themselves. They experimented on this album quite a bit with different sounds and definitely different rock elements as well. The only thing I didn't like about this album was the closing song, The Silence. I always skip that one because I just think that everything just flows so well together, and then you get to that song. But regardless, it is a great album. It is a fantastic album that I still come back to this day. And I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. And my favorite song off of this was Skulls. 5 was Bad Wolves, Disobey. I have a physical copy of the album. I definitely think this was a standout debut album for the band. All the songs were energetic and fun to listen to, and I still come back to this day. I think that there is a lot of potential and talent behind this band, and I can't wait to see what they have going on next in their future albums, because I just think they're such a fantastic band. My favorite song off of Disobey was No Masters, and I rate this album 4 out of 5 stars. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Next album is Reverence by Parkway Drive. I also want a physical copy of this. I definitely think that this album is hyped, it is exciting, it is interesting, and I just want to hear more of this album all the time. It's just got this force behind it that keeps you just energized and engaged with music throughout the entire listen. I also would rate this album a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And my favorite song of Reverence is I Hope You Rot. Number 3 is The Silver Scream by Ice Nine Kills. The Silver Scream has songs that are based off of classic horror movies, and the album overall has a cinematic feeling to it, obviously, and all of these songs depict the storylines of the movie quite well. You'll listen to this album and think to yourself wow, now I really want to go and watch this movie that the song is about. I definitely think that they captured the essence of these movies well and did them justice. That is why it's got a 5-star rating on my list. And my favorite song off of this is Rocking the Boat. Number 2 on my list is I Said to Kill by I Said to Kill. This was their first album since 2013, Masks, and it is definitely one of my favorite comeback albums of this year. I definitely think that they have not lost an edge, though they did lose an unclean vocalist. I think this album just has really great songs, a wide range too, and I definitely love Alexia's vocals on this album, and it's something that I keep on coming back to, which is why this album has a 5-star rating, and my favorite song on this album is Who We Used to Be. And number 1 is Too Far Gone by Cane Hill. I've been talking about this album for months now. You guys probably already know that I love Too Far Gone by Cane Hill. You know that I love the wide range of sounds on this album, how we have slower songs and heavier songs, and I definitely just think that this album has a nice overall flow, is diverse, and definitely does not have a case of the sophomore slumps, which is why this album has remained my favorite album that came out in 2018, since January, mind you, and it still maintains a 5-star rating, and my favorite song off of this is Singing in the Swamp. So that was my top 10 albums of 2018. I want to know what your guys' favorite albums of 2018 are down in the comment section below. If you can't narrow it down to 10, then just tell me your top 5 or 3 or just your favorite album that came out this year, because I would love to know, and I can't wait to see what new music releases come out in 2019. And I think I might have another year-end list coming out, and I also have some exciting other videos planned for you when I'm home on my holiday break. And in the meantime, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next music related video. Cue end card.